let's ask what if. I mean, what if we had 15 million children? That's enough to fill the 3 largest cities in the United States. And what if after a year all these children died? That means, according to the National Geographic, that a child would have to die every 8 seconds. And the thing is that in countries in Asia and Africa, this happens every year due to waterborne diseases and a lack of proper water source. That just goes to show how much we take our own water for granted when the average American uses 350 liters a day, and when a person in sub-Saharan Africa only uses 10 to 20 liters. I surveyed 20 teenagers, and only 2 of them knew of this global water crisis, and only 2 of them supported a starving child in another country for only pennies a day. I mean, it's bad when these teenagers are in this bubble where they're more worried about MySpace and their Blackberries and texting more than maybe giving a few pennies to a starving child so they can live and learn and get out of these poverty holes. I mean, this problem's growing, and eventually it's going to be at our front doors, and that bubble's just going to burst, and it's going to be too late. By the year 2039, scientists predict that half the world, that's over 3.5 billion people, will be in these high water stressed areas, which means that we're consuming water faster than it can replenish itself. The water table in Arizona is dropping a meter a year. I mean, this is an alarming rate for us not to be caring. I mean, we need to start taking action instead of saying, what if? Ethos has already started, and by selling water, they plan to raise $10 million by the year 2010. We can do the same if we stop asking what if and finally take action. I mean, all of our great leaders, George Washington and the Revolution, stopped saying what if and finally broke off from Great Britain. The same with Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement. The same with our founding fathers and democracy. America, it's time to wake up, get out of bed, wipe the tired from your eyes, and take the torch and run with it. It's your turn to take action and start something new and be part of the resolution, instead of just sitting there continuing to say what if and eventually leading to failure. It's time to take the challenge. Rachel Scott left us way too early in the Columbine shooting, and she left us with this quote. I have this theory that if a person goes out of their way to show compassion, it'll start a chain reaction of the same, and people will never know how far a little kindness can go.